If you sign up for a new Google account today, you may find the long-standing 15 gigabyte storage standard dropping to just 5 gigabytes. For over a decade, the 15 gigabyte baseline was a core part of the Google ecosystem. That single pool of space was shared across Gmail, Google Drive, and Google Photos for every new user. This diagram compares the historical storage offerings. For years, Google offered triple the free capacity of Apple's standard 5 gigabyte iCloud tier, making it the most generous option among major cloud providers. In March 2026, researchers noticed that Google modified the language on its official support pages. The previous guarantee that an account comes with 15 gigabytes was replaced with a more flexible clause stating users receive up to 15 gigabytes. This change is already affecting new signups. Many users setting up fresh accounts are being assigned a 5 gigabyte cap by default, losing the extra 10 gigabytes that were once automatic. This shift forces a change in how we manage our digital lives. For the average user, 5 gigabytes can be filled quickly by a few high-resolution videos or a decade of email attachments. The remaining 10 gigabytes of space have not been removed from the platform entirely, but they are now restricted. To access the full 15 gigabytes, Google now requires a specific exchange. You must provide and verify a personal phone number to be linked with the account. Google's stated goal is to ensure the 15 gigabyte allocation is granted only once per person. This verification targets burner accounts. Previously, automated bot farms and individual users could create an unlimited number of secondary Gmail addresses to bypass storage limits and hoard space across multiple accounts. There is also a hardware cost to consider. The physical servers and memory required to host billions of users are becoming more expensive for Google to build and maintain as global demand for data centers rises. The result is that free cloud storage is no longer a passive benefit. It has become a transaction, where the price of the full 15 gigabyte tier is a verified piece of your personal identity. This requirement is most visible during device setup. If you attempt to sign in to a new Android phone without an active SIM card, you will likely find your account limited to that 5 gigabyte starting point. Currently, this policy is being tested in specific markets. Reports indicate mandatory phone verification is already active for new users in Kenya and Nigeria. Trials like this often serve as a final step before a company implements a policy globally. By testing the friction of phone verification in these regions, Google can gauge user reaction before a wider release. However, the argument that this is purely about managing scarce server hardware is complicated by how Google allocates space to its paying customers. While free accounts are being restricted to 5 gigabytes, Google recently increased the storage for its AI Pro subscribers from 2 terabytes to 5 terabytes at no additional cost. This creates a clear contradiction. Google is adding 3,000 gigabytes of new space for every paying AI subscriber, while simultaneously citing hardware costs as a reason to limit new free users to just 5. This policy removes the ability to quickly create anonymous accounts for shopping discounts or secondary services. Without a unique phone number for every address, those accounts will now be confined to the smaller storage tier. This move reflects a broader trend across the tech industry. Major platforms are increasingly requiring verified identity markers to access services that were once available anonymously. For the user, the choice is now explicitly between privacy and capacity. You can maintain a smaller 5 gigabyte footprint, or you can trade your phone number for the additional 10 gigabytes of space. Setting up a new Google account now requires choosing between a limited cloud presence or a verified identity. To make the most of the space you already have, subscribe to see our guide on clearing out the hidden files currently.